Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the PNB Housing Finance Limited Investor Conference Call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the call, please signal an operator by pressing star then zero on your touchtone phone. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Deepika Gupta Padhi, Head Investor Relations and Treasury. Thank you, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Leo. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this call. With me, we have Mr. Nilesh Vikamse, Chairperson, Audit Committee of the Board and a Board Member, Mr. Girish Koshgi, Managing Director and CEO, Mr. Vinay Gupta, CFO, and Mr. Jatul Anand, who has been now appointed as the Executive Director for Prime and Emerging Business. We will begin this call with the opening remarks by Mr. Nilesh Vikamse, followed by an interactive Q&A session. For the disclaimer, please read through the slide 45 of our investor presentation. With that, I will now hand over the call to Mr. Nilesh Vikamse. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Deepika. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today morning. As you are aware, Girish Koshgi, the Managing Director and CEO of the company, has decided to step down from his role to pursue new career opportunities. The board acknowledges and appreciates the contribution of Mr. Girish Koshgi during his tenure and would have been happy if he had continued. However, he is leaving as he believes he has better career opportunity. Mr. Koshgi would be completing 3-year term and he will continue working with the organization till October 28, 2025 to facilitate efficient and effective transition. Leadership transitions are not uncommon in a fast-growing competitive sector like housing finance. What distinguishes PNB Housing Finance is the manner in which it handles such transitions with preparedness, bench strength, transparency, and minimal disruption. This exit is not driven by internal challenges, but reflects individual career progression and market-wide mobility. I want to reassure all our stakeholders that the board remains fully aligned and committed to the company's long-term strategy and operational excellence. Our business fundamentals are strong and our team is deeply capable and resilient. The company has gone through transformation in the first 1.5 years of Girish's tenure with capital raise of 2,500 crores, gross NPAs going down to 1.5% as of March 24, retail focus growth leading to credit rating upgrade to AA+. The return on asset also improved to over 2% by financial year 24. After the transformation till March of 24, the company has delivered consistent performance for the last 5 quarters with stable performance parameters. PNB Housing Finance is now the 3rd largest housing finance company and well managed with no major challenges. The transformation initiated under the outgoing CEO was not only built around a single individual, it is embedded across leadership layers. The company has a strong senior management team along with the bench strength in the next levels, which is instrumental in delivering the strong performance. Today, PNB Housing is a retail-focused housing finance company with 99% of the loan assets in retail segment. Company's GNPA as of June 25 is 1.06% and the net NPA is 0.69%. Over the last few years, company has built a very good collection architecture with dedicated teams focusing on different buckets of the collection cycle. Collection efficiency over the last few quarters has been about 99%. Early warning signals are encouraging and not showing signs of stress in the new portfolio. For example, the 12 months on book MOB 30 plus is 0.16% and the 24-month MOB is 90 plus is 0.17%. We remain committed to our stated guidance on credit costs and NPAs. The company maintains strong financials with capital adequacy of 28.7%, adequate liquidity with LCR ratio of 29%, and SLR ratio of 15.5%. Company ensures good regulatory compliance and transparent disclosures to all relevant authorities and rating agencies. PNB Housing Finance remains committed to its key growth pillars, which is the retail lending expansion, affordable housing segment penetration, technology-driven operational excellence, and maintaining superior asset quality. PNB Housing is a mature organization which has gone through business transformation, is now ready for the next phase of growth. The company has a talent pool which supported through the transformation phase. In the recent past, some of the senior employees chose to explore opportunities outside. However, these positions have been successfully filled from within the organization and are performing well post-transition, reflecting the strength of our internal leadership pipeline and the robust succession planning framework. The company is run by professional management overseen by the board of directors. The Nomination and Remuneration Committee has already initiated a search process to identify the seasoned professional from the market with proven industry expertise who can build on the strong foundation already in place. We remain steadfast in our mission to deliver sustainable growth, strong asset quality, and long-term value for our shareholders. Our focus is unwavering, and we continue to execute on a well-defined strategy backed by disciplined risk management, a resilient retail portfolio, and a highly capable leadership team. Thank you.
Leo, we can now open for the question and answer.
Sure. Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask questions may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking questions. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. To ask questions, please press star and 1. The first question is from Sudarshan from Prosperity Wealth Management. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. My question is on the asset quality front. So if you can give us a number on DPD 0 to 30 and 30 to 90 between all segments for the 3 quarters, that is Q1FY26, Q4, and Q1FY25.
Can I request Vinay, the CFO, to give the numbers if he's got it handy? Today's a major call is because of the leadership change, but anyway, I'll request Vinay to give the numbers.
On an overall level, our 1 plus is around 4.5%, 30 plus is 3%, 60 plus is 1.6%, and 90 plus, which we have already disclosed, is 1.06%, which is NPA.
Yeah. So is there any possibility of giving us segmental DPD?
Segmental, we have given, for example, for affordable, we have given in the investor presentation.
Yeah.
The private and emerging is stable at around similar rates. There is no increase in any of the segments.
Okay. And on the credit quality front, credit cost, are we confident of closing this year with a negative credit cost? And if so, what is the quantum of the credit cost?
Yeah, we are confident to close at a negative credit cost. The trend has been in line in Q1, and we are confident to maintain the similar trend in the coming quarters.
Right. And on the margins front, the NIM, so you mentioned that the rate cut would come into effect. The pass-through would be gradual in Q2 and Q3. So how much of the NIM sacrifice is you going to see in Q2 and Q3, given the full year guidance is 3.7 and the current is at 3.74?
So it will remain range bound. As we mentioned, full year guidance will be between 3.65 to 3.7. We will maintain that. There could be intermittent, movement in the NIMs, but overall for the year, we will maintain that.
Right. And on the leadership front, apart from what we have notified, is there any discussions with current management regarding their willingness for any other outside opportunities? Is there any discussion?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
So apart from the current exits, is there any discussion with current management of whether they are willing to continue? Is there any plans they have floated?
There is no indication of anybody else moving on. It is there is absolutely no. All the team is stable. There is no other indication. Yeah.
Right. And on the MD's exit, normally how would we have seen in the industry is as soon as the CEO exit is notified, there will be a notification of a new CEO appointment. So, is there any reason? So, did the current CEO did not have any prior discussion with the board regarding his willingness to explore other opportunities? The manner in which there was no replacement notified along with the current intimation. So, could you please comment more on that?
The current CEO is moving on for better opportunities. There's no challenge. It's going to continue till October 25. The NRC has already initiated a search process to identify a suitable, successor. We'll search for that candidate, internal, external, whatever may be the thing. In the interim, we have, appointed Jatul Anand as the executive director. And assuming there's a gap between October 28, 2025, when Girish finishes 90-year notice period, which is given, and the new incumbent joining in, Jatul will hold charge till that time, in the interim time.
Right. Thank you. I'll get back in the queue.
Rayo, may I request if you can take 2 questions per person as of now?
Sure. Before we take the next question, participants are requested to please limit your questions to 2 per participant. Should you have a follow-up question, we request you to rejoin the queue. We'll take the next question from Viral Shah from IIFL Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for the opportunity. Nilesh, if you can help us understand timelines of what you are looking at for, say, the new MD CEO. And also, secondly, is the board kind of on board with the continued strategy that we had until now of, say, growing the share of affordable near prime? What's the thought process? And secondly, the question is with regard to you mentioned about the other senior management exits recently. I'm presuming they were also for better career opportunities. Is it not possible for us to, say, seek retention of any of them so that now that there's a vacancy at the post of MD CEO, I'm sure they would also be quite keen for that, right? Why not pursue that?
Yeah, maybe first question first. Can you repeat? I think you loaded up a lot of questions together.
Yeah, sure. So the timelines for
the timeline I can't sort of assure you because we are in the process of the selection. And once we identify the person, assuming he's in a different organization, his notice period. But our endeavor is to do it at the earliest. That is the first indication. Our endeavor of the NRC and the board is to have a successor as quickly as possible. But having said that, a lot of things are not within the hands of the board or the NRC. So that's the first thing. That's why I said in the interim, assuming there's a gap between Girish's term ending on October 28th and the new incumbent joining, we have decided that Jatul Anand, who is the executive director, who has been promoted as an executive director, he'll hold forth in the interim till the time the new successor is joining the company.
Got it. My second question was like a continuation.
On the strategy, as far as the business is concerned, our focus continues. There's no change in the strategy alignment. Our focus will be on the affordable and on the emerging. There will be no change in that. The board and is fully aligned with the strategy.
And with regards to basically seeking, you say, retention of some of the recent senior management exits, and why not promote them?
You understand, we don't want to lose any of our senior management team members. So efforts are always there. But the industry, it's very hot sector, and we can't avoid the market mobility. It's a
true.
In-demand sector, if I can say so.
That is true. I'm just thinking that earlier, of course, there was a vacancy at PNB Housing for the post of MD CEO. And given we being the third largest player, I'm sure either Dilip or Anujay, whosoever would have been the case, they would be quite keen to take up this post, right?
Basically, it is the board and the NRC's call whom they identify as the right successor. It's not only the candidates which you have named or others. So we'll definitely, look at and we'll do whatever is in the best interest of the company. We'll have the best selection amongst the choice sellers. Not only Anujay and Dilip or Jatul, but we'll see what is best for the company.
Got it, Nilesh. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from Pradyumna Ladda from RSPN Ventures. Please go ahead.
Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning. I wanted to address Mr. Vikamse on behalf of the board, since he's present on behalf of the board. Sir, I'm a minority shareholder of this company and have been one for many years now. And so it's just been very disappointing how this entire situation has been handled. The board accepted Mr. Kaushali's resignation on July 31st post-market hours. There was no explanation given or communication provided to the investor community that day except for the stock exchange notification. On the 1st of August, as you will be aware, the stock price of our company saw sharp panic selling. And this wasn't just market reaction to the news, it was a reaction to silence from the board. It just appears that the board had no...
Yeah.
So if you will let me finish. Yeah.
Yeah.
It appears that the board had no plan in place to manage the news or guide the market. And today's call just feels like an afterthought to contain the damage and not something that in the interest of the transparency. So, if you can just fix this process and moving forward, it will be beneficial for the entire investor community.
Thanks for your suggestion, but just for information, we came out with a press release before the market hours on first, and I hope you would have had, and that was put on the stock exchange also. So board was, the moment we came to know about Girish, you can understand 24 hours is too short a period to get for. We are also, in a sort of rush, but we did whatever we could, but we take your advice, we'll improve the process going forward. Thanks a lot for your...
Mr. Vikram, no, sorry, sir, just one more thought. I completely appreciate the situation you were put in, sir. The statement came in at 8:30 in the morning and contained some 2 paragraphs which did not provide too much clarity. So just one, I'm just sharing an opinion, like you said, we can take into consideration later. Another large NBFC, so last year, RBI banned one of their businesses. The first thing they did was next morning hold a call at 8 o'clock with the investors. So I'm just saying this could have been managed in a slightly more processized manner. That's all.
Fair enough. Suggestion accepted.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next question is from Harshit Toshniwal from Premji. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, please.
Yeah. So just want to check this one point with you, that we have appointed Jatul, who's the interim one for the housing business. Now, for the appointment of the new CEO, are we also considering internal and external candidates? And in that case, the current appointed ones as the charge, are they also in the consideration for the MD CEO role?
We will have a look at it. The board and NRC will decide about it.
And just some indication as to whether we will also be looking at internal and external candidates both at this point of time?
Yes.
Okay, and there is nothing which stops Jatul from being at this time?
Absolutely. There will be a process, and we will go through the process, yeah.
Got it. Sure, sir, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from Ashwini Agarwal from Demeter Advisors. Please go ahead.
Good morning to all. The question, the question is that there has been a significant change in the cap table in recent quarters with the exit of private equity players, and with 3 senior exits, one wonders if there is something compromising the independence of PNB Housing Finance versus the largest shareholder PNB. Is there some statement the chairman of the board can provide to assure us that the independence of PNB Housing Finance is indeed maintained, and it's not that the NRC or the board are now significantly influenced by the decisions of the parent?
First of all, let me clarify, I'm not the chairman of the board, I'm chairman of the audit committee. So just to keep the records straight. Coming to your question, no, the company is, under a very stable leadership team guided by independent and experienced board of directors that ensures strategic oversight and governance. The strong executive team continues to drive business supported by robust governance, structures. This is only coincidental. The PE exit and the new cap table, it's only, sort of coincidental, and there's nothing in the company which has changed. It is business as usual, whether it is the board or the NRC, and there's no change, any additional, I would say, inputs. The promoter is supportive of us. PNB, the promoter is supportive to us, and they are, they have got 2 nominees on the board. Currently, they have 1. They'll be adding 1 more as per the Articles of Association. And PNB Housing is an independent entity which operates like any other private enterprise, guided by an independent board of directors that ensures strategic oversight and governance. It follows market-driven hiring and compensation practices, attracting and retaining top talent through competitive remuneration, merit-based growth opportunities, and performance-oriented culture. The promoter's continued support remains a key anchor of confidence and stability of PNB Housing Finance as it moves into the next phase of growth. As informed by the Managing Director of PNB in the media interviews on Friday, 1st August 2025, they are not contemplating increase or decrease of stake or any other major change. The board is confident on the management team, which has been instrumental in delivering its strong performance. The NRC has initiated a search of the suitable candidates from market with relevant industry experience.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Next question is from Jaspreet from Equentis. Please.
Door one.
Jaspreet, you may go ahead with the question.
Hello. Hi. Good morning, everyone. My question is regarding, the probably the attempts made to retain Mr. Girish Kousgi. So this is the background is, we heard one of the senior members coming on television and saying, one of the reasons was that he wanted to shift back to Bangalore. Now, there could have been a way, to maybe manage this, like a hybrid working condition for the next maybe couple of quarters. So just wanted to understand this and maybe, what were some of the things that trying to retain him.
See, the information given to us by Girish is he's going for better opportunities. With the personal family reason is an added maybe bonus for him, and but the opportunity is possibly very huge. He would have considered and found that it is much better. So that's the individual choice that Girish has made. We did try to retain him. He's done a fantastic job in PNB Housing and continues to do so. He's committed to have a very good transition in the next 3 months. But we did try to retain him. That's the only thing I can share with you.
So, and as the moderator mentioned out of the call that he's also there, would he be commenting at the end in the concluding remarks? What is the way, the point he came, the point he's leaving, and, what are some of the things from his point of view? Would he be commenting about that as well at the end? Because we haven't heard him so far, so I'm sure he's there for a purpose today.
I'll request Girish to speak. I think that's
good morning. Girish here. Good morning to all the investors for taking time out to join early in the morning. As you are aware, I think company has gone through transformational phase, and about 5 quarters back, by March 2024, I think most of the challenges what PNB Housing as a company saw, I think most of it were resolved. We raised capital. We did rights issue of 2,500 crores. We got rating upgrades. We ran down the corporate book. Corporate GNPA came down to 0 by June 2024. And today, if you look at overall GNPA, it is 1.06. So we know that as a housing finance company, it is difficult to be present in certain segments and compete. I'm talking about super prime and prime. So immediately 3 years back, we shut prime. We actually stopped super prime and went slow on prime business. We started affordable business in Jan 2023. As all of you are aware, now the book is about 5,750 crores, trending very well. And as per our guidance, by this period, we should get close to about 9,500. And by March 27, 15,000 crores. Given the overall retail book of about 1 lakh crore by March 2027. So if you look at any of the challenges which this company had faced, I think most of the challenges were resolved, about 5 quarters back. And after the transformation, for next 5 quarters, that is whole of FY25 and Q1 of this year, I think the performance of the company has been really very good on all the metrics and all the parameters. You look at profitability, look at ROA, look at margins, look at book growth, disbursement growth, look at asset quality, I think all the parameters, I think it has come down. We have built a very good architecture because we did a lot of changes in collections, in sales. I mentioned about starting affordable. I mentioned about FY25 starting emerging vertical, which comes at a higher yield, which will aid the company on expanding the margins. And this year, FY26, we started a new vertical called loan against property. So all of these things are done to ensure that profitability is maintained and also further improve upon it. So the strategy and vision of the company remains because it is embedded into the last level in the organization, and now it is more on an auto mode. We have seen this consistently for last 5 quarters because that is post-transformation, and company is doing pretty well. And as I had mentioned earlier as well, today if you look at PNB Housing, we have to work on a couple of things, which is true for any other housing finance company, which is true for any other well-managed housing finance company. One is growth. We have guided 18% growth on book because corporate book is now very less than 1,000 crores, and the focus is not really that high on corporate. And therefore, I'm talking about retail. So we're talking about 18%, 19% growth. This year, the guidance is 18%. Last year, we had guided 17%. We delivered 18.2. So growth is something which we are going to maintain. And a strategy in terms of moving segments and improving margins, improving yield in each of these segments, I think that strategy is intact. So today, company is on a very, very strong footing. We have a very good, solid management team, and this strategy is embedded right up to the last level because we have done a lot of changes 3 years back. It's not recent. So it is now inbuilt in the system. And second is we need to maintain margins. So actually we are not, this year we will be maintaining margins, and maybe next year the margins will start inching up. I think that is what we have guided for this year and next year. Largely to be worked on 2 things. One is growth and second is margins. For growth, increasing our share on affordable and emerging. You've been seeing that we've been increasing our share with every passing quarter, and that would continue. So today company is on a very, very strong footing. We have a good board, good supportive board oversees the vision of the company, and I think as a company we are well placed today, and I don't see any challenge in company doing well or meeting its guidance for next couple of years.
Thank you, Girish.
Thank you so much, sir. We wish you all the best in your future career. And just last, a very humble suggestion stroke observation. So we've been, again, minority shareholders for a couple of years. Again, the 3 pillars, the PNB is third largest, seen a business transformation last couple of years after having gone through some trouble a couple of years back. A fabulous job done. But the other 2 pillars were surely the fact that leadership like Mr. Girish was there, and obviously a marquee name private equity like Carlyle was there. And now with the latter 2 exiting one by one, and timing obviously is so coincidental, it seems that management or the board will have to do a lot more in terms of getting that confidence back in terms of and I'm sure. So just wanted to understand what are the timelines within which this has to be done, and what would you be aspiring to close it in terms of closing this leadership? What are the outer timelines and what are your internal
See, 2 things. One is, though Carlyle has moved on, I think by and large the replacement has been institutional shareholders. There have been some other leading sovereign funds as well as mutual funds almost across board. A lot of mutual funds are invested for institutional holding, which Carlyle was having, has gone to the institutions, a substantial part of it. And coming to the timelines, as I told earlier, we also want to appoint as of yesterday, but the process, it may take time. I can't assure you on the time it will take. We'll identify the successor. Assuming he's an external successor, he'll also have to give a notice period. So I can look at, safely, Girish's term ends in October, maybe couple of 1 or 2 months, outer is the timeline I'm thinking of. But having subjected, I will stand corrected if it doesn't happen. It should happen within that time. This is my gut feel, is what I can say from my past experience.
And if the board decides for a course for internal candidate, it will be even earlier than that.
Then it will be quicker. Naturally. That's what.
And as of now, you wouldn't want to be able to comment on, where does the preference lie.
The process has to be done. I can't comment at that time.
All right. Appreciate, you guys doing this call today and best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from Kunal Shah from Citigroup. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. So a couple of questions. Firstly, given maybe the promoter shape of PNB and exit of the private equity and the representation which is there on the board, in terms of the evaluation between the PSU candidate and the someone from private bank, because PNB has the history of maybe recruiting from the private side. So would there be any change in the stance which would be taken this year, particularly with the change in the cap tables? If you can clarify on that part. And what is the maybe the succession plan which company is now looking forward to just to manage this kind of a transitioning? This was all of a sudden which seems to have happened. Okay, but now maybe how to prepare, say, with respect to the transitioning plan. And related to it, maybe given that there have been exits, would investors be worried about any asset quality issues cropping up over next couple of quarters? Because I think there have been few exits which have happened in last 3 to 4 months since April. And we have seen in earlier cases that it follows with some kind of asset quality risk as well across the board. Okay, so how would maybe board maybe assure the investors on that part? Yeah.
See, I will just go by the statement of the Punjab National Bank, the promoter's MD on 1st of August when he gave the media interview. He said they will be supportive of the company and the management, and they don't want any other change, neither the increase or decrease of their, I would say, stake in the company, neither in the way the company is being run is what the PNB MD. So that's what I'm just quoting. So that is for that assurance. As regards all these exits having an impact on the asset quality, I can just share with you that as your company is a retail-focused housing finance company with 99% of the loan assets in retail segment. The company's gross NPA as of June 25 is 1.06% and net NPA is 0.69%. For the last few years, company has built a very good collection architecture with dedicated teams focusing on different buckets of the collection cycle. Collection efficiency of the last few quarters has been about 99%. As I mentioned in my opening remarks, early warning signals are encouraging and not showing any signs of stress in the new portfolio. For example, the 12 MOB 30 plus is 0.16% and the 24 MOB 90 plus is 0.17%. We have also disclosed all segment level asset quality metrics in our quarterly results, and we confirm that there are no signs of stress or any material deterioration in asset quality across all segments. We remain committed to our stated guidance on credit costs and NPA, for the current financial year. Company is geared up to achieve its growth targets while maintaining best in the class asset quality. And just for information, we go through number of audits, inspections, and nothing of any significance has been cautioned. So this is completely unrelated. There's no issue on the asset quality at all vis-a-vis the exit. Just to sort of give you that assurance. Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from Praful Kumar from Diamond Asia. Please go ahead.
Yes, thank you, gentlemen, for doing the call. Most of the questions are answered. Just one question. In terms of current management, bandwidth, can you talk about 2-3 key people who will be, spearheading the growth for the next, say, few quarters and who have been in the system, who will be taking responsibility and being the KMPs till we find the suitable replacements to come? So, obviously we have generally talked about the few important guys who have left, but there will be a lot more talent that would be ingrown and obviously part of the key team today that should come ahead. So broadly, in terms of key people, key re-changes that you have done on the continuity of the strategy would be very useful.
Just to sort of, as you would be aware, we came out with a press release day before yesterday late night.
Yes, on the two replacements. Yes.
Jatul has been with the company for the last 12 years and more than 20 years experience in the sector, and so he's been a veteran and he's going to head the prime and emerging business. Valli Shekhar, who we brought her 3 years back and who piloted the affordable housing growth. Anuja joined later, in fact, started with Valli. So she is now being made complete head of the affordable business. Earlier, she had, part of the role, now full role has been given to her. And you already know.
So the affordable business that we have seen, the success of affordable business has been instrumental by, this person, and that's why, okay, very interesting, okay.
We brought her in to, focus on the affordable business. She is the one who did that, and Anuja was supporting her. So just to tell you, we have got enough internal bench strength. These are only the top names. I can't share all the names with you. We have got Vinay, who is there, the CFO. We have got the Chief Risk Officer, Neeraj Manchanda, and number of other people. I don't want to get into the names right now, but a fantastic management team is what we have. Yeah.
Super. No, this is very useful, sir. Thank you for doing this and giving the confidence that there are no asset quality issues, since it's just a coincidence that has happened. Thank you for the reassurance. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you. Next question is from Pranav Gokhale from Canara Robeco Asset Management. Please go ahead.
Hi, good morning. My question is to Girish, actually. Just wanted to confirm, has your exit anything to do with Carlyle moving out? One. Second, in this entire thing, I understand there is a future aspect associated with it, but is your future position any way where Carlyle is associated in any form or shape?
So I can say that, my exit is purely independent decision. It is not connected, with anything or anyone. I think that I can very well confirm. As I mentioned to you, it is my exit is because I've got a new wonderful opportunity, and it is not related to either the board or any investor or anyone. It is independent decision.
But in the new opportunity, has Carlyle is involved in any shape or form?
Sir, I mentioned to you, my exit is independent decision. It is not associated with anyone.
Okay. So this was pertaining to the future, actually, which my question was. I understand with the past it is not associated or it is independent. So I take the point. The second thing I just wanted to put a parking thought, there's been a couple of instances in your career now where you put in a strategy in place and before the strategy worked out, you moved on to a new organization. So for existing shareholders, it becomes a very difficult kind of a situation. So I thought, before wishing you the very best on your new journey, let me just park this thought. Yeah, thank you.
I think I would like to clarify one more thing. I think all these strategies were worked out 3 years back. So in the first 2 or 3 months, we really worked on the strategy and vision for the company. And we also had an investor day for this, where we had given the roadmap. So all this strategy is not something, which we had worked out in the last couple of quarters. It was worked out, almost close to 2.5 years back. And that is what we have been executing till now. So the entire team, top level, middle level, and the lower level of PNB Housing, the team is aligned and they are completely in alignment with the company's vision and mission.
Sure, I'm done with my questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from Shubhankar Oja from SKS Capital. Please go ahead. Shubhankar Oja, you may go ahead with your questions.
Can go to the next person if he's not there.
Sure. There seems to be no response from Mr. Shubhankar Oja. We move to the next question. The next question is from Shravan from Sincere Syndication. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So my question was regarding this. I think most of my questions are answered. It is just that how are you working on to gain investors' confidence? Because with the CEO's resignation and then the head of affordable stepped down a few months ago, and then there was one more exit, apparently, a senior exit. There's a lot of chatter in the market that even with the PE exit and the MD exit, there's a lot of instability in the upper management, which is losing investors' confidence because the next guidance about doubling affordable book or increasing the share of affordable and emerging all of this, will the newer management that will step in, the new CEO or MD, will they be aligned with this goal, or will there be a change in your strategy from here on? How do you intend to gain the investors' confidence back?
Shravan, as I mentioned earlier, all the earlier exits have been filled up by internal positions, and as I mentioned, for example, affordable, Anujay was there. Anujay, in fact, came in for the transformation year. He was given additional responsibility of the affordable. It was Valli who was initially started the whole, the affordable thrust of the company, if I can say so. And she continues and she's delivering well. We have added her responsibilities now, so that is one thing. Second, Jatul, who has been with the company for the last 12 years, has been sort of promoted to be the executive director. He is now look after Prime as well as emerging. So we have got enough and good bandwidth. For example, the HR had moved on Amit. He was there for 3 years. The next gentleman, Satish, who's heading, has been a company veteran for I don't know how many years. 13 plus years. So we've got fantastic bench strength. So rest assured on that. We've got good quality team, management team, not only the people who exited, but people who continue with the company and who are taking on the responsibilities now. So I think it shouldn't be so much. That's all I can say.
Okay. Okay, sir. And I would like to know the growth of affordable as of now was Ms. Valli Shekhar. Was she a prominent part of it? Because you're betting a lot on affordable growth, doubling the affordable book.
She joined, she was part of the affordable before Anujay was, given that additional charge, if I can say so.
Okay, before?
The thrust of the, affordable housing in the company. The whole thrust was, we brought Valli on board and then we, sort of gave a full thrust to propel the affordable housing.
Okay, sir. Thank you. No other question.
Thank you. Next question is from Mohit Surana from HDFC Asset Management. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Just wanted to check in any of the past regulatory audits that have happened over last few months or quarters. Anything adverse that has been highlighted by the regulator? So any clarification on that would be useful.
Mohit, just to tell you, the regulatory inspections have got better and better in the time. The number of issues have gone down. Mainly procedural matters, nothing on the asset quality or any other, significant, on the financial numbers, no major, I would say, challenges of the regulators. There's no divergence between what the audited accounts and the, regulators focus. But yeah, they give, coming from their experience perspective, they give a lot of suggestions for improvement, which we keep on doing. That's the, way we sort of look at it. And it has been better. The inspection, I would say, impression of the company has got better and better with the time which is there. That's the only thing. I can't share something more than that. Yeah.
Got it, sir. Thank you and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from Maruk Adajania from Nuvama. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to know what happens to the unvested options of Girish.
That the board will decide. I can't decide right now. The board will decide.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from Renish from ICICI. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. So just two broad questions. One again on the strategy. So obviously, the management who has left or are leaving, were the brain behind this revised strategy. And obviously, I'm just assuming that the board will be in line with the strategy. So just wanted to reconfirm that, we have seen in past that whenever there is a management change, management comes with their own plan, etc. So what is the stance currently? I mean, board will continue to pursue this strategy and they will just say incoming MD that, okay, this is the strategy which you have to follow, or they will sort of reconcile, rethink the entire strategy with the management, who comes in?
There are two things. Number one, it is not only the management strategy. Strategy is, it's a board-driven strategy. The board has been a key part on the strategy direction, if I can say so. And not only the board, the full senior management team and right down up to the grassroots, level people. All the layers of management are fully aligned with the strategy. Having said that, the board and the management is always open to the changes happening in the sector and in the market, and will keep an eyes and ears open as the things evolve. But as of now, there is no, I would say, move to change the strategy in any direction. But any good, ideas, suggestions coming, we are always open and we keep on, looking at those things. But otherwise, we don't. As of now, I can say the board is, or the, is not looking at any change of strategic direction as this juncture. But we are open to newer things and to improve the company, I would say, value.
No, that I agree, sir. But, this is more from a numbers perspective, right? So, when we say that, affordable will be 15%, emerging will be 25-30%, and the rest will be prime. Now, all this combination will ideally lead to 4% plus margin, what, the outgoing management has always stated. Now, if at all there is a change in strategy, because the NIM strategy, everything go for a toss. So I just wanted to reconfirm that.
It's not as if the whole management team has moved on. As I told earlier, even affordable Valli started it. Anuj has joined later on. He was on transfer. We just to strengthen that particular vertical he was added.
Okay.
So what other exits? There is the HR head has gone. And Dilip has gone. So Dilip's role has been taken over by Jatul. So we have got enough. It's not as if the whole the management has gone out of the company. There's a fantastic remain, and there'll be no change in the direction as of now. But I can't tell about the future. If some new, changes happen in this sector, we'll definitely be open to it and will be, guided by. Our idea is to create more value for all the stakeholders. That's the, I would say, uppermost in the mind of all the people here. So how do we enhance the value for everyone involved? That's the whole idea.
Got it. And just the last thing, when we are looking out for a new CEO, are we preferring external candidate? And if yes, then whether there is any preference for private sector CEO, or how is it? I mean, what's the thought process of board about this?
I can't comment on the preference because we'll be starting the process now. We'll look at the candidate and we are sort of agnostic. We want the best person to head this company who can possibly do better than Girish is our expectation. We identify a very good industry leader or a successor, and it could be completely market driven is what I can say. But yeah, I think all the people have, we'll look at the shortlist of candidates who are available and we'll explore and do the best what is possible for the company in the current time. That's what our direction is. There will be headed. Yeah.
And is the internal candidates are also in preference or no?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you and best of luck, gentlemen.
Thank you. Next question is from Umang Shah from Kotak Mahindra Asset Management. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Good morning and thanks for taking my question. I just have one question related to the previous participant. Sir, under what is the probability or what is the potential situation in which, let's say, the parent or the NRC may look at candidates coming from the parent PNB? It could be on deputation or maybe as a permanent position. Do you think that is a possibility or that is sort of completely ruled out?
No, I can tell you till as of date, there is not a single person on deputation from PNB in the company. Last I remember when I joined the company 10 years back, we had the internal audit team which was in deputation. That also we brought in market driven professionals who are very good. Not that they were bad, but just to bring in the new practices, best practices we brought in. And other than the two board nominees, there is no other, I would say, person who's in the company from PNB as of now. And you heard the PNB MD, speaking on Friday that they don't intend any change, as I told you, of increased or of the management side, if I can say so.
Understood. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We'll take that as the last question. I would now like to hand the conference over to the management team for any closing comments.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us on the call. If you have any questions unanswered, you can get in touch with Investor Relations. And the transcript of this call will be uploaded on our website. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. On behalf of PNB Housing Finance Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. You may now disconnect your lines.